Hello and welcome back to CK2, the Brotherly Love collab campaign. We're learning CK2 with Chu. Say hello, Chu.
Hey.
I keep thinking, I should say, well, I'm Count Christo, but I'm not really. I'm King Sancho the Lion. So I think I'll stick with the lion. So I just handed out some land very quickly. I'm going to talk you through how to do it rather than saying it when I was doing it. So we want to give away Salamanca. Now, unfortunately, and I disagree with this, but you can't just give it out with a shortcut key to a random guy who's your culture, your religion. You have to find an actual guy to give it to. So the way you do that is you open the Find Characters interface. Shortcut key is full stop, or it's in the bottom right. Two little...
Full stop. I don't know what you're talking about, full stop.
Period? Is it period?
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, I get it now.
Right.
I am in, looks like a character screen.
So, now, on the left, you can search all. This is how you find people, right? Search all, search realm, search battle, search corp. So, you click search realm.
Okay.
And then you set these these are filters, right? So you want to set it to men. You just click on the men to change it. Oh, it might say women or it might say both. I think I'll say both for you.
My religion, not in prison.
Gender, men, not in prison, any married, not currently a ruler, my religion, my culture, adults, and not members of a great house. So once you've done that, you should get a list. How many are on the list, roughly? If it's loads, just say loads.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay, cool. So now sort by stewardship, I tend to.
Sort by stewardship.
So what's your highest stewardship guy?
Bermuda, steward of Galicia. Did not accept an invitation to court.
That's fine. How was his stewardship at?
15.
Pretty good. So with what kind of traits he got? Is he ambitious? Is he paranoid? Is he envious? Anything really bad?
Paranoid.
Paranoid is not too bad. It just makes him hard to murder if you need to. I like to have my vassals murderable at a moment's notice. But as long as he's your religion, your culture, and he's not ambitious, he's not got anything really bad going on, he's probably going to be a perfectly good vassal. So now, by saying not great house, we've assured that he's not in the line of succession for anything else. So you're not going to accidentally have someone be your vassal that's going to inherit France, because that would make him independent. So what you're going to want to do now... Oh, he's not your... Check he's not your physician, court physician.
Oh,
If you hover over his portrait, it'll tell you all his titles. Okay, excellent.
Nope.
This, by the way, notice that he's not in your court, right? He's in Galicia. He's currently their... what did you say he was?
He's their steward.
Awesome. So you're nicking their steward, which is nice. And this is good because this means, all the people around the world will gather, courts to them. All the people around the world. I mean, all the people in your council, and then you just nick them. So, right-click on his face.
Yep.
Grant landed title. And it's going to be probably near the top of the list. The bottom of the list is the most recently acquired titles. So you click on the title, and then you click send. Ignore the include lower titles button. It does absolutely nothing. Okay. And done. Okay. Now he owns Salamanca. And he likes you plus 84 because you gave him a council plus 40. Also...
Yeah, he wasn't...
Sorry, go ahead.
He wasn't very upset in the first place. He actually kind of liked me.
Elective monarchy is plus 10. Uncontrolled vassal wars is plus 5. You're gregarious. You're both gregarious. You're prestigious. It's all good. Awesome. That's how you give out land. So to do it really quickly, if you had to give out 5 titles, you just sort by stewardship, give out the top 5. Just right-click, grant that, right-click, grant that, right-click, grant that. That's it. That's all there is to it.
Okay.
It becomes slightly tiresome if you're playing someone like the Mongols, who will show up in about 400 years. Set your clocks to episode 600. And because as the Mongols, you have a CB. As various people, you can get the CB, but you can take over entire kingdoms with one war.
Oh, okay.
So you just, you go to war and then you have to hand out all the titles in all of, say, Italy. Which takes a little while. Yeah. Anyway, let's get going. Oh, sorry. Yep, go ahead.
I do have this one titles can be usurped.
Yes.
I'm not entirely sure what that means.
So, that means someone else holds a title, which will be either a duchy, a kingdom, or an empire title. In this case, it's a duchy. It is the Duchy of... Let me use my precognition here. Emirate of Badajoz. Am I right? I am, cool.
Yep.
So the reason you can take that is because you hold more than 50% of the land inside the de jure Duchy of Barrows. So if you click on that titles can be usurped thing,
yeah,
it should take you straight to it. Yeah. So if you switch
I
to
can click usurp.
Yeah, but don't. So there's a decision to be made. You can usurp it, in which case you have an extra title. Yay! What will that do for you in this case? Squat. Won't do anything. You'll gain a bit of prestige and it will cost you some money. Money is worth more than prestige, almost always.
Okay.
When you're just starting off a new character, like you just had a succession occur, then sometimes prestige is good, but... So what I would do is just...
want to be an emirate. The non-Sunni emirate.
It won't be. It will switch to a duchy the second you take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it will do nothing, so I would advise just not doing it, to be honest. So for me, the emirate of Cordoba... I don't know. This one. Cordoba, quite possibly. I can create that. Yeah. Now, I am going to do that, because if you look down there, you see there's two little heraldries. There are two people holding two provinces of that place in my empire. My kingdom. So I'm going to create that for 108 ducats. It costs less the higher your piety, by the way. Once your piety gets to 1,000, it costs half as much as if your piety was at 0, with a base cost of 200, lowest cost of obviously 100. So I've just created it, and now I'm going to give it to the guy in La Mancha. No, the guy in Catalovia. He likes me better. Catatravia. So I'm going to give it to him, and it works just the same way, but notice, watch down there. So I'm about to give him this duchy, okay? So this is going to happen. He becomes the duke, and the other little icon disappears, because they only show up for direct vassals.
Yeah.
So now he's my vassal, and the other guy is no longer my vassal. He's now instead a vassal of the other guy. And the other guy loves me to death, because I just gave him a county and a duchy. This is why conquest is really powerful in this game, because if you're constantly giving out land, you constantly have a fresh supply of people that love you, because you've just given them land.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
So it's a snowball effect like EU4.
Yes, but remember it drops off. Oh, there goes France. Darn you, France. Look at that, ugly borders.
Yeah. We're going to have to do something about them quickly.
Now, the disease has not cleared.
Do we have any other brothers in the peninsula?
Brothers? You want to kill more brothers?
No. I'm looking for allies to fight against France with.
Aragon is my kinsman. Oh, I can't form an alliance. We're not a close relative enough. We're not close enough. So the way you form alliances with people that you aren't related to is through marriage. If you were to marry someone as close to you as your one step removed, hey, my capital prospers. Yeah, if you married someone to them one step away from you, I don't know if that includes your mother, but it definitely includes your sisters, your brothers, your sons, and your daughters, to someone that's the same distance away from them, then you're capable of forming an alliance.
Distance away? Distance away how?
It's like one step. So from you, there's one step from you to your son. There's 2 steps from you to your grandson.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So family-wise, it's not like actual distance.
No. Sorry, just like in the It's I'm pretty sure it's your siblings and children. Hey, I finished building a sick house. Nice. So the next tier costs 700 ducats. Yeah, so if you could do that, but he doesn't need to accept the marriage request. And currently, I don't know if he has anyone that would meet that. Oh yeah, he has a sibling that would be quite useful to marry to. And then you could form an alliance.
She got older.
Sorry.
Okay, I got this event where Princess Controra.
Oh yeah, she's of age.
Yeah, and she has a lot of independent opinions and refuses to listen to the priest. But I have like the thing popped up right before she got older.
Oh yeah, so like
suddenly... I see her little baby portrait, but then I click on her and she's like an old lady.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
So she's 16, and you know what that means? High past time that she got married. So, good lessons for life here, kids. So, who would be a good person to marry her to? You could just marry her off to someone irrelevant. And there's one good reason you could do that, okay? So you can marry her off to someone irrelevant, and it will be a matrilineal marriage, meaning the children will be of her dynasty. What that does is it grows your dynasty. You have a big dynasty. So the way to get good people in your court, good chancellors, good marshals, good stewards, right, is to breed them. So, so the way you do that is you have a huge dynasty, all sitting at home in your court, far enough removed from you that they don't have any claims. So she will have claims, right? And her children will have claims on your land, but her children's children will not have claims.
Okay.
So what you want to do is start her breeding now, and then eventually you'll have hundreds of members of your dynasty sitting in your court, all of them, averaging, giving you a couple of really good people. Make sense? Mm-hmm. So you can marry her. Sorry, go ahead.
You said that eugenics is strong in this game. If I say, pick a strong intrigue or diplomacy person because that's what she's good at, would the genetics kind of work in that favor?
The only way genetics works in this game is with inheritable traits. There are very few of those. The good ones are genius, quick, and strong, and attractive. Right? Mm-hmm. The bad ones are anything that's blue, any kind of purple heart. You check out my son, the one that's your subject. He's got a kind of purple heart that's hunchback.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's also hair lip. Dwarf. What?
I love it.
Yeah,
that's great.
There's dwarf. What else? Lisp. There's lisp. Mm-hmm. Inbred. Imbecile. And slow. Right. Slow is the opposite of quick. Inbred is the opposite. Sorry, imbecile is the opposite of genius. Inbred does result from inbreeding. Right, you marry your sister, there's fairly good odds your kids are going to get the inbred trait, which is like -8 to every stat.
Damn it, I got injured. I had to pop up and
it
was like a 30% that I was going to get injured, and I did.
Yeah, well, you got -2 health at the moment. That's not too good. You might become Alfonso, the 8-year-old. Cool.
Okay, so marrying this girl away, she doesn't have any genetic traits.
No, so all right. Sorry, I didn't quite finish. So that's how genetics works. However, education, remember, of new children works on the number of points of their parents. So if you married her someone with high stats, the kids would likely to have slightly higher stats. So
so it's still good to kind of specialize.
But the thing you're really wanting is more kids. So she is chaste, which sucks. It's -15% fertility. But what you want to look for is find someone who's got traits that makes them more fertile. Lustful, grey eminence.
Is there a way I can search for that? Can I type that in the search bar?
Okay, so here's another. So we've searched for someone appropriate to give a land. Now let's search for marriages. So go back to the find characters interface. This time we're going to search. Start by searching court, and I'll explain why in a second. So gender in this case, men.
The wrong button.
Not in prison, not married, not a ruler, because we're going for a matrilineal marriage right now. And rulers will never accept matrilineal marriages. Male rulers, almost never. Because that would mean their dynasty would lose. And that's end game. Your religion group, actually. Because Orthodox characters will accept. Yeah, you can marry Orthodox people. And you can marry
some Byzantines or something.
Yeah, also there's Copts down in this far southeast. Coptic religion, which is Christian. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Adult. She's 16, so any, I think you might be able to. You might betroth her to a. You might plausibly betroth her to a 15 or a 14-year-old.
Yeah, it seems counterproductive.
Great house, babies. Any. Yeah, well, it's just a 2-year delay. I think it'd be worth just considering them. And now switch it to all. Now the reason we did that is because. Sorry, on the far left.
Oh, search all. Okay,
yes. Sorry, search all, yeah.
Because it doesn't need to be in my realm.
Yes, the reason we did it on your realm was this list, when you search all, and they're all on both, it's showing you a list of about 6,000 characters, and it slows the game down when you're changing the criteria.
Okay.
It's just faster
to do
this.
Did that come through on my mic?
Very slightly.
Yeah, okay, good.
So now, check out freaking Gonzalo. Are you seeing him?
Gonzalo.
That man is a god.
I don't see him.
Oh, really? Search his name.
Maybe I did something wrong. Okay, men, my religion group, not in prison, any culture, married.
Not married.
Adults, both. Any great house, no ruler.
Oh, I've got it still set to my culture. That's why he popped up first.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, if you just set it to my culture and sort by stewardship, just so you can see this guy.
Okay.
You see him now?
Wait.
Commander of Croatia.
My culture. Yep, I see him now.
He's a god amongst men. He's a freaking one-eyed genius. He's an adventurer. He's celibate, which gives you minus 1,000% piety. He's got 26 learning. Oh Jesus! He could cure you. He could cure you of the plague, like as an afterthought.
That's actually something I'd like to know. Can I like pull him into my court if I marry him to my daughter?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. I think if it's matrilineal, he comes to you, and if it's not, she goes to him. Pretty sure.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Yes, but he's celibate.
With my understanding of the word, at least.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, sadly, not him. Now let's go back to any culture.
Fertility minus 1,000. Not even 100%.
Whoa.
1,000%.
Go to any culture.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah, Ryan.
Jesus. He's another god.
That's who I was looking at before.
Wow. Yeah. That's insane. I want him.
People with the same traits, they like each other more, right? Like two cynical people like each other more?
Some of them. If you hover over the trait, it'll sometimes say same trait opinion. And sometimes it'll say negative opposite trait opinion. And sometimes it'll say negative same trait opinion. So for example, ambitious people don't like other ambitious people.
Yeah, makes sense.
Whereas diligent people like other diligent people, but don't like slothful people. But he is amazing. He's also Midas touch, which gives him 15% more fertility. Yeah. If you possibly can, marry him to your daughter. That guy is a god. All right, male fertility does not drop off in this game, ever.
So I want to arrange marriage, not betrothal, right?
Yes.
Because betrothal is like a get married later.
Yes. So note when you're trying to select this marriage, right? You're not talking to Ryan. You're talking to King Trangadag of Conchu.
Yeah, the Irish
Welsh.
king.
Is he Irish?
I think so.
Oh, Connaughton. Yeah, you're right. That's Irish. And then you click on the kind of empty spot and you pick your eligible lady. See if he'll say yes. See if he'll give you that.
That is a negative 300, marrying a courtier.
Oh, it's a shame.
What does that mean exactly?
So he's a member of a house. So he wants to marry someone more important. But she's not a courtier. I think you might have clicked something wrong. Did you select the right woman?
Controla of Leon.
Huh. Oh, wait. No, that's prestige minus 300. Yeah, ignore that.
Oh, okay.
So what you'll see now is a yes or a no under the faces.
It's a no.
Hover over it, and it'll tell you why.
It says, is our steward?
Yeah.
Steward? What?
No. He's his steward.
Oh, okay. I get it.
So if you look, a way you can discern about that, which I just forgot to mention, if you look on their character, you see the little crossed hammers?
Yeah, he's working on something.
Yeah, and the guy below that, the spy master, that's a commander. Look at all these Midas-touched guys. Oh, I sorted by economy. Right. Of course. So I'm seeing the best economy trait. Each education trait, by the way, which is determined by what you choose during the second half of someone's education, has 4 ranks. You see the pips underneath. So there's like thrifty clerk, then
where are the
I can't remember them all. Sorry, so Midas touch is always the first trait in the list is the education trait.
Yeah.
It's Midas touch is the level 4 economy one. There is level 1 through 4, and level 1 is, I think, it might actually be negative in some cases.
Okay, so there's Fortune Builder, Thrifty Clerk, Midas Touch. They're all the same thing, but different levels?
Correct, yeah. So they give the same bonuses, but at different levels. Different levels of bonus, that is. Oh, I found a pretty good guy. The Ecclesiarch of the Rush's Company looks pretty good.
Is there any way that I can, like, make this guy not be the steward of that?
One, conquer the province.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
That's literally it.
All right.
But yeah, so what you're going to do is just hunt through.
I'm thinking genetically, I want that genius trait.
Yeah. So okay, you can be even more discerning. search genius.
Oh, okay.
Now it's showing you only all the men not in prison, not married, not ruler, your religion group, any culture, who are adults or kids, any great house, and only the geniuses.
Yeah, I apparently can't spell.
That's fine. I always do spell in this game. I always get confused. Oh, surely there's someone. Oh, right, yeah. So if you sort by age, so you have the youngest first.
Well, that's a lot of zeros.
What?
A
lot of zeros.
G-N-I-O-U-S.
I-U-S. There's no O.
I-U-S.
Yep.
All right. Now I see a 5, 50, 44. What? What? This isn't sorted by age.
Do you sort by age?
Somehow 5 goes above 50. No, age doesn't seem to work.
Sometimes the sorts in Paradox games just don't work. So now notice you've got loads of thumbs down, right? Because they won't accept invitations to your court.
Yes.
You've also got globes. That means they're too far away for you to talk to.
Okay.
Odds are you might not get a genius to come. Oh, but I see when you might get Santor, the courtier in Pest. Hungarian dude. Try him out. He's not doing anything at the moment. He's not great stats-wise, but any genius anywhere you want.
Sandor gives me a thumbs down. Will not accept an invitation to court.
No, I mean marry that guy to your daughter. Marriage is a big part of the game, so it's good to get this good. So your genius is great, strong is great, quick is really good. The odds of your kid inheriting genius when one parent is a genius are low. I think it's like 1 in 5. But if you have 10 kids, it's 2 geniuses.
Yeah, he's a -3. I wish that it gave you a like plus or negative at the end of it, because trying to count those negatives is pretty terrible.
Absolutely. So ways you might be able to improve. Sorry.
Well, I was just saying, like, I'll find somebody that's positive, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, I kind of understand this interface now.
Yeah. The geniuses will tend to be courtiers. Sorry, tend to be counselors because they're so good. So that often makes it a lot harder. The other thing to know about the next patch is they're going to set saved setups. So this, for example, is your male marriage setup, and you can like name it that and save it. And then you'll set up like a female marriage setup, and then a land divvying out setup, rather than having to set it every single time. All these are the same things.
I see.
Which we've had to do for like the last 7 years.
Yeah. It's
crazy they haven't done that yet, but there you go. But I think we shall find your daughter a wife in the next episode. I'm sorry, we spent 20 minutes. We
spent the whole episode on it.
On marriages, but it's very important. Like, this is a personal relations game, like between characters, and marriages is the most important one. So, okay, but take it away.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I will obviously find somebody to marry my daughter in the next episode, and hopefully we'll start going back to war soon. I think the things are going away, the negative modifiers. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.